Today, we're going to talk about how you can use videos to market your business, coming up next. Now, we've talked previously on how you can use YouTube and grow that channel, and as a part of that, grow your business. But one of the big questions that always comes up is, what kind of videos should I be producing? What kind of videos should I really spend my time and energy on? Now, I'm not going to talk today about how to produce those videos. There's a bunch of different videos out there, tutorials. You could really just do things on your own. If you've got a team, use your team. Otherwise, if you've got a cell phone, just use that and record videos that way. What we're talking about today is more about the content and the strategy behind it. What kind of content, what kind of videos should you create and why? So we're going to jump into that. I've got 6 videos to talk about. So the first kind of video you can create, and this is really a great starting point, is just an introduction to your business. Now, usually these videos are tied very closely to your mission statement. The point of these videos is not to talk about your features, talk about your services or your products or things like that. That can all come later. What this is really for is connecting with your customer and kind of giving them an idea of who are you? What kind of experience are they going to have if they work with you? How are they going to feel afterwards? How are you going to treat them? How do they feel about you and your business before they've even decided to do business with you and to work with you? So this kind of video is just that introduction. It's kind of your elevator pitch. It's the shaking hands and kissing babies of videos, right? All you're trying to do here is showcase who you are, the heart of your business, your mission, and why it's in the customer's best interest to work with you. Now, the second kind of video is explaining your offer. And this is honestly probably one of the more common types of videos that you find. This is what you'd consider to be more of a commercial or commercial type. You're expressing and showcasing the different features and products and services that you have. This is where you're kind of translating what do you have into what does the customer need and what are the next steps to get it. Right? So pretty basic kind of understanding of a video. If you've ever seen a commercial, this is what that is. It's really trying to connect the features and the benefits and the advantages of whatever product or service that you are selling with your customer and what they are trying to achieve. Now, you can go really high production with this, or you can go low production with just a cell phone, kind of showcasing what your product is or your service. A lot of times you can use these videos on social media. This can be a really kind of behind the scenes kind of video. If you're a landscaper, maybe it's the behind the scenes of the work that's being done and then showcasing what it looks like afterwards. You're showing your product and your feature and showing the customer what they can expect. Number 3 is a customer profile. You might also call this a testimonial video or a customer review or something like that. At Marketing 360, one of the things that we really love to do is tell our customers stories. And their stories are ingrained in the story of Marketing 360 also. We're a small business, we work with small businesses, we're passionate about small businesses. So for us, it makes sense to tell the story of the small businesses that we work with. For you, this may be more of a customer side, B2C. Maybe you don't work a lot with businesses, maybe it's with actual consumers or customers, something like that. It really doesn't change the theory behind the video and the strategy that you're going to employ. What you're doing here is telling your customer's story and allowing that video to kind of showcase what another customer, a new customer or potential customer, might also experience. You're kind of tugging at the heartstrings a little bit. You're having a conversation. You're showcasing what was the experience of somebody just like you. Someone just like you with the same wants and desires and same end goals for working with us as a business. By showcasing that, you're able to connect with a potential customer emotionally by showing them the true experience that another customer had before them. Everybody wants to walk the path that's a little bit easier. Someone else has already walked it. You never want to be, as a customer, you never want to be that first penguin off the iceberg into the water because there might be a whale down there, something ready to eat you. You never want to be the first lemming off the cliff. So by using these videos, you can show that other people have been here before you and other people had a great experience. You can kind of tap into that herd mentality of, if someone else similar to me had this kind of experience, I can expect to have an experience similar to that. It's a great way to showcase your business, showcase your product, showcase your customers, and earn some new ones. Video number 4 is informational marketing. And if you're looking for an example of what this is, this video is a great example of that. This is something that we love to do. There's a lot to learn about digital marketing. There's a lot to learn about entrepreneurship and owning a small business. So at Marketing 360, we put a lot of time, energy, and investment into creating informational videos just like this. There shouldn't be a reason to pay for this kind of information or pay for education for your small business. So we produce these and put them on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn, everywhere for free. And that's something you can do as well. It's a great way to turn yourself into a thought leader, especially if it's a space that, is kind of got some room for somebody else. Maybe there's room for someone like you. You do things a little bit differently. You offer a slightly different service or a new take on a new product, something like that. Maybe these videos are about how to use your product. If you're selling cameras are not always the easiest things to use. So there's a lot of different pieces and a lot of different elements that go into using a camera and being great at photography, shooting video, all this kind of stuff. You could create a video series based on how to use your product. Then when somebody has questions, even if they're not a customer yet, they're still trying to figure out, do they want to buy the camera that you're selling? Do they want to buy the product that you have? If they can find tutorials, how-tos, information, that really helps to sell your product and sell them on the customer service that you're going to offer as a part of them being a customer of yours. Informational marketing videos, incredibly powerful. Just be sure to spend the time and the energy to create them. Once you've got them created, upload them everywhere, use them all the time, send them to your customers, help educate them, help them learn. They'll come back and they'll send their friends. Number 5 is company culture. A lot of businesses really need to focus on what does the culture of my company look like. As consumers, we don't really want to work with companies that we don't understand or we don't really like, or we're just not really sure where they stand. Who are they? And if it's this nameless, faceless organization, it makes it hard to make decisions to work with that company versus this company, or buy that product versus this product. So by really focusing on telling that story, telling the story of your company culture, who works there, real people in the community, these people, this is the impact that they have as a part of being employees at Marketing 360 or your company or the other company in town, something like that. By showcasing who you are and showcasing that behind the scenes, it really, really helps to encourage new customers to decide to work with you. That's one of the things that we do here is every year, sometimes twice a year, we try to release videos about our company culture. And for us, we're incredibly proud of it. We've won awards, I think 5-6 years in a row from Glassdoor about being a best place to work. And for us, that's not an award that we can go out and buy. That's an award that we get just based off of employee feedback, and that's incredible. So we want to showcase what's the company culture here at Marketing 360. And for us, it's paid dividends. And it can pay dividends for you also. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, listen, I'm just a small team. I got 5 people, or it's just me and a partner in a basement or in a garage, and that's okay because all you're doing is telling the story of your culture, even if it's an origination story and how you got started and why you're doing what you're doing, and what kind of culture you're creating. Sometimes even more important, what kind of culture do you want to create? Where do you see yourself going? What do you see your business becoming? At that point, you can get new customers involved in your mission, involved in your vision. Kickstarter is a great way for this. A lot of people, when they're on Kickstarter or they're utilizing Kickstarter or any of those crowdfunding sites, it's not always because they think that they're going to get the product or the service, but it's because they believe in the mission. And if you're using a video that way, you can use that to showcase, this is my vision for what my culture and my company will become. By focusing on that, you get more people to buy in, and the more people that buy in, the bigger your business grows. Now, video number 6 is a brand affinity video. Now, what is this and how does this differ from some of the other videos? Brand affinity is really that storytelling. Now, maybe you're not telling a story specifically about your company or your product or your customers or something like that. You're telling a story that your potential customer or your lead can connect with. What is something that emotionally drives them? This brand affinity is going to be related to what's their pain point. Why would they want to work with a company like you? Or is there a way that they can, connect emotionally and mentally with your mission and what you offer? Now, how is it that you communicate and you connect with them? Now, we're going to be linking to a bunch of different video examples here, so you'll be able to see different examples of these videos as well. We're really proud of some of our brand affinity videos, the tribute to entrepreneurs, because for us, it's really important to tell the stories and to thank entrepreneurs and to thank small businesses for the stress and the struggle that they go through every single day. So that's a great example of a brand affinity video. Our brand is built on helping small businesses grow. So when we're doing a video like this, that's the story that we want to tell. That's something that we want to connect with. For your business, it may be different. What's your mission, and how can you tell that story to other people so that it really just resonates with them, it connects with them? They're like, oh, right, that's the world I live in. That's an experience I have. That's something that I struggle with. And if they can connect with you that way, and all these videos need to be honest and true. Don't go out lying just trying to connect with your potential client or potential customer. This really needs to be something that is a part of your business and a part of your mission to connect with them that way. By creating these videos, you create this emotional connection. And even if they aren't going to work with you now, keeping that top of mind awareness will mean that they'll work with you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there's other videos that I've missed or other tips and different creative strategies you have for creating videos, be sure to leave them in the comments. Also, please like, share, and comment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching, and happy marketing.